Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Gaudet Field here in Middletown, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks are set to take on the Bison of Nichols College in a Commonwealth Coast Conference matchup. Hello again, I am Andrew Pizzelli, bringing you the call here this afternoon. The Seahawks 5-2 on the season, 2-0 in the CCC. Nichols 5-4 overall, 1-2 in conference play. Senior day here for the Seahawks. Just wrapped up their senior ceremony. They celebrated Dakota Jones, Mike Mongelli, Vincent Bruno, and Dana Sundell before the game, joined by friends and family on the field, honoring their time as Seahawks. But a lot of games left for them to play in the season, but they chose today one of the last few home weekend games available on the schedule, and a gorgeous day it is here in Middletown. Sunny and warm. Not often you can say that at Gaudet. And a perfect afternoon for some lacrosse. It'll be Mike Sullivan between the pipes for Salve Regina, and he will be opposed by Brian McKinley. Dana Sundell comes away with the ball after the faceoff win for the Seahawks, and they will set up shop in the offensive end. Salve last played here on Tuesday. They beat Curry 15-13. Seahawks made a little run to get a lead late. The Colonels tried to do their best to come back, but it was too little too late, and they just ran out of time. Seahawks hung on for the 15-13 victory. With the ball here, first possession. Robson was looking for a shot, now moves it up to Heater. Left side, Pat Leary. Fitzgerald trying to bounce it behind the net to Celeste, and it's out of play. Unforced error there for the Seahawks. Bison look to clear. McKinley carries out of his net, and it's deflected, bouncing out, but scooped up and carried by Connor Santoni. Bison get the clear, and then Santoni's shot blocked, and it will come right to Mike Sullivan. And now Salve will look to clear. AJ Yarrow feeds it out to midfield. Joe Grimm will walk it forward, gives it up to Robson in the corner. Celeste behind the net, out to Leary on the left side. Calls for Celeste to go out to the wing. Now Leary will walk it right side and hold it in the corner. Up to Grimm, straight away at the point. Fitzgerald, left side, Heater. Thought about the drive, back to Fitzgerald up top. Grimm now at the right point. Floats it left side, gathered by Heater. He's able to keep it alive. Heater now trying to whip it right side to Robson, just throws it out of play. So turnover there for Heater. And the Bison trying to clear it, just fire it up the field. Seahawks with the ball back. Sean Ryder moves it left side, Pat Leary. Now Sundell, one of the four Seahawks seniors, moves it right side to Robson. Behind the net to Nico Celeste, two-time CCC Rookie of the Week. Ryder, little stop and start, left side. Holds it out at the point. Ryder flips it back to Dana Sundell, right side. Robson on the wing right side, feathers it in back behind the net for Celeste. Celeste wanted to back his way in. Instead, his point pass is picked off in the middle. Looking to break back the other way are the Bison, coming in front for a shot, and Sullivan makes the save. stuffing Brendan Coates. Grimm gets it ahead to Fitzgerald. Seahawks are able to clear it back the other way. Here's Ryder. Back to Grimm. Grimm going to tee it up from distance, and that one goes high and wide. Seahawks will keep it. Grimm able to scoop the loose ball out at the perimeter. Sends it now right side, bouncing for Robson. Robson knocked down from behind. Seahawks will keep the ball. No score, nearly 5 minutes gone. And they're going to ask for a reset of the shot clock. New rule here this year for men's lacrosse, an 80-second possession clock. You have to get past midfield, too, in the first 20 seconds, or else it's a turnover. Previously, the clock had just been if the officials deemed the team was stalling. But now, no matter what, every time you get the ball, you get 80 seconds to get a shot away. And 20 seconds to get past midfield. Celeste, Robson, back to Celeste, left side. Leary moves it up to the point, now right side, Joe Grimm. Bison doing a great job of keeping the Seahawks out of the middle. Leary fakes the drive, tries to back his way in. He's double teamed, nowhere to go. Shut off from his drive nicely there by Trevor Young. Leary now lobs it too high for Grimm, and the Seahawks turn it over again. Ball was knocked free for a moment, but picking it up was Brett Schaefer. And now he gets it back to Campanelli. Out to the point. Held by Jack Campanelli. Back to Casey Campanelli. Jack Campanelli. At the point, trying to get around Fitzgerald. How's it back to the left side. And a hit up high, but no foul call there. Just a good, solid hit. Keeping the ball alive is Cole Fontana. And now a flag flies as Yarrow delivered a hit. Delayed penalty coming here. Ball behind the net, out to the right side. Underhand shot, score. Brendan Coates on the delayed penalty. And it's 1-0 Nichols.
Goal scored by number 20, Brendan Coates.
And they're going to still call Dakota Jones for a slash for 1 minute.
Let's go, Salve! Get back! Let's go!
Joe Souza and Pat Nally in on the faceoff. And it's won by Nally. Left side. Now from an underhanded shot from the left side, they score again. Hunter Ferreira.
Goal scored by number 31, Hunter Ferreira.
And it'll be Souza and Nally once again on the draw.
Let's go, Michael!
And we're going to get a timeout called by Salve Regina. We'll take it as well. 7:51 to go in the first. 2-0 Nichols. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. 7:51 to go in the first quarter. Nichols with the 2-0 lead. Souza and Nally in the face-off circle here for Salve and Nichols. Ball's nudged free, and it's still being knocked around. And finally can be scooped. And that's collected by Chris Sheehan. Seahawks look to set up shop in the offensive end. Behind the net, Celeste. Out to Robson on the right side. Heater. Left point, Joe Grimm. Now Pat Leary. Flips to Celeste. Leary back to Grimm. Heater at the right point. Robson on the right side. Ducks the shoulder. Tries to get his way in front with a shot, and that's saved by McKinley. Rebound comes out to Heater, and his shot is saved. Heater and Robson both denied by McKinley. And then losing the ball is Connor Satoni at midfield, picked up by Pat Leary. Underhanded shot from Celeste goes wide. Right side, and another shot. This time Leary again stuffed by McKinley. Bison look to clear. Long lob up the far side is caught in stride. Here comes Santoni, and he will backtrack out to the perimeter. Bison get the clear. Thomas Astle having some trouble. Collects the ball right in front of the Seahawk bench. And Astle Dropped it. The ball still just ping-ponging around. Eventually it comes to Joe Grimm. Seahawks off and running. Here comes Robson, and his shot is denied. Trying to make the move. That's Assel coming from behind to block it. Back to Robson, and then his shot is blocked again, heading out of play. Which way is it going to go? It's going to stay Seahawks ball. Good hustle there from Nichols Celeste. Quickly back in front to Robson, and his one-timer goes high and wide. Celeste. Little stutter step. Out behind the net. Behind the back to Robson. Robson, short side. His shot goes wide. And the Bison are going to get it back. 4:32 to go in the first quarter. Nichols leading 2-0. Flurry of chances there for the Seahawks. A couple of shots just missed. And Brian McKinley, the senior from Nashua, up to the task as well. Brett Schiffer trying to navigate his way through the midfield, is able to get the clear here for the Bison. And then Schiffer turns it over. Stripped by Mike Mongelli. Mongelli up ahead to Robson. Robson behind the net to Leary. All the way up top. Celeste spinning, shooting, and it's saved. The rebound comes all the way out high. And then is fed out to midfield. Quickly up the field now. Fontana with a shot, and that is saved by Sullivan. Sundell sprints up the far side and gets the clear for the Seahawks. Here's Heater. Near side Robson. Celeste behind the net. Left side Pat Leary rolls it out to Fitzgerald. Heater at the right point. Back to Robson in the corner. Return to Heater. Straight away up top, it's Fitzgerald. Trying to move back to the right side. Bounces one to Heater. Flip to Robson. Robson trying to get it back to Fitzgerald, and that's picked off. Fontana, left side. Shot goes wide from Ferreira, excuse me.
Nice shot, buddy!
Possession still here for the Bison. Ball moved in front. Underhanded shot from Santoni. Saved by Sullivan.
Aggressive, Kelly! Aggressive!
2:14 to go in the first quarter. Santoni, make this Ferreira, stumbling out on the left wing side. Slings it all the way straight up to the point. Taken by Mortimer. Down the right side. Behind the net, off the stick of Fontana, out of bounds. Bison turn it over. Sundell looking for the clear. Sprints through midfield and has it for Salve. Sundell thought about teeing it up, now trying to tiptoe his way through the slot. Through three people, he kept the ball for a moment. Racing in to collect it is Robson. Robson with a little swing move. Underhanded shot goes high and wide. 1:27 to go in the first quarter. Celeste behind the net. Gets the Robson screen. Returns it back to Robson behind the net. Now all the way out high. It skips away from Joe Grimm. Charge Robson with the turnover there. Brought back the other way on the clear for the Bison. And moved out to Jack Campanelli. Campanelli picked up by Sundell. Straight away, held by Casey Campanelli. Near side now, Thomas Assel. Assel moving to his right, holding it out wide on the wing for the Bison in the attacking end. 39 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Ferreira to the net, and that one off the side of the net. Shot from Hunter Ferreira. Ferreira behind the net. Little shake and bake. Moves it out to the left wing side. Now straight away up top at the point. Bouncing away from Assel. Kept in by the Bison. 12 seconds to go in the quarter. Campanelli. Out top to the point. Little underhanded shot. Flipped wide by Brendan Coates. It heads out of play with 2 seconds to go in the quarter. And Mike Sullivan will just hold it, and that'll do it for the quarter. Chances both ways, but so far the Bison shutting out the Seahawks. It's 2-0 through one quarter here at Gaudet. We'll step aside. You're watching Salve Regina and Nichols Commonwealth Coast Conference action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Start of the second quarter. Salve Regina trailing Nichols 2-0 here in this Commonwealth Coast Conference game. Doubleheader action here at Gaudet. The Seahawk women's team beat the Bison 22-7. Both teams celebrating their senior days here today. Seahawks win the face-off, and it's Chris Sheehan who comes away with the ground ball. Seahawks with possession in the offensive zone. First possession here of the second quarter. Joe Grimm tees up a drive and he scores from the left point. Joe Grimm gets it to go finally for the Seahawks. They're on the board, and it's a one-goal game, 14:02 to go. Souza And Nally once again on the face-off. And it's Souza who comes away with it, but then fires it high and out of play. Bison with possession. Connor Santoni up the right side. Gives it up to Brett Schiffer. Behind the net, Hunter Ferreira. Trying to spin to the right side. Trying to back his way in, shut off by Mike Mongelli. The two of them are going to dance now out wide. Mongelli forces him to the inside. Over the shoulder shot. No one was home in the slot. And that's going to be a turnover. Hunter Ferreira trying to just over the shoulder feed it in front.
Come on, pass the ball, 3-1. You want one?
Seahawks bring it up the field. Leary now to Dana Sundell. Veluzzi with his first action here in the first half. Moves it back to Dana Sundell. Sundell gets a screen from Pat Leary. Dances left side. Feathers it behind the net. Celeste's going to be a tough one for him to field. Ball loose along the end line. Goes out of play. And they're going to call a foul here against the Bison. Seahawks will keep it. Leary, left side, back to Veluzzi, thinking about the drive, moves it back to Pat Leary. Straight away up top at the point. Now Sundell plays it to Robson in the corner, right side. Robson stumbles for a moment, keeps his footing, sends it behind the net. Celeste bounces it out high. Sundell, hard for him to see that one potentially. It looked like he couldn't see it. And the Seahawks turn it over. Bison with possession and the lead.
Nice catch, buddy!
Hugh O'Donnell, the long pole midfielder.
The ball, O'Donnell!
Gives it up left side, able to lob it to Jack Campanelli. Dancing with it now is Christian Baldino, and he's being chased by Vincent Bruno all the way out near midfield. Down to 40 seconds on the shot clock. Out high, Casey Campanelli trying to get free down the right side. Looking to fire it towards the net, and he lost it. Scoops it up in the corner, keeps it alive, and then gets away from two Seahawks. Campanelli behind the cage, sends it out to the left wing side for an underhanded shot that goes wide from Hunter Ferreira.
Keep us seeing today!
Bison keep possession. Cole Fontana on the left side. Moves it out to Ferreira. He'll flip it underhand to Christian Baldino. Down the left side, shut off by Veluzzi. And he'll let a shot fly anyways. And Sullivan there to stop it. Seahawks back to the offensive end. Leary. Up top to Fitzgerald. Now Robson in the corner. Behind the net to Celeste. Leary. Around to Grimm. Seahawks trying to tie the game. 9:15 counting to go here in the first half. Robson at the point, trying to back his way in. Gives it up to Grimm. Grimm didn't want the shot. Back to Robson. Out at the 30-yard line. Running point. Robson thought about the drive, instead gives it up to Grimm left side. Excuse me, make this heater. Grimm now will fire from distance, and it's saved by McKinley. And then his long outlet pass rolling into Seahawk territory. Kept alive by Cole Fontana. Fontana flips it into the attacking end and collected by Santoni. Bison do get the clear. Santoni on the near side. Trapped there, and he's going to get whistled for a foul, I believe. He just ran over Sean Fitzgerald. And they're going to call this against Fitzgerald. Looked to me like Fitzgerald was just standing there in good defensive position. And actually, it's Chris Sheehan. They call him for an illegal body check. And he'll be down for a minute. So the Bison will be man up. Campanelli at the point, moves it left side, gets it back. Near side, Mortimer gets the return pass. Campanelli to the left side, gets the pass back from his brother. Jack Campanelli at the point, right side, Mortimer. Pass into the middle, first shot, and they score! Cutting to the net, Cole Fontana. .8:15 to go in the first half, and it's 3-1 Nichols. Face off at midfield, Souza and Nally. Which way are they going to give this one? Looks like it's going to be Bison ball off a violation. Possession still here for the Bison. Fontana. Watched by Matt Wasp. Fontana now will dart behind the net, play it left side. Ferreira up at the point. Challenged by Sundell, and Ferreira trying to pass it into the corner. Had it swatted by Sundell, but he keeps it. Campanelli from the left side. Casey Campanelli sending that one wide.
Go, Salve!
Near side, Brendan Coates. Coates turning and moving it up to the point. A little stutter step now from Brett Schaffer. His shot goes wide. Bison retain the ball. Right side, Ferreira gets knocked down. And this is going to be more penalties here against the Seahawks. Looks like this could be against Mike Mongelli. So a 30-second push against Mongelli.
Hey, Green, you smell like boogers!
So another man up opportunity here with 6:41 to go in the first half for the Bison. Just a 30-second opportunity this time. Mortimer, left side, pass back into the middle for a shot that goes wide. Out of play, off the stick of Jack Campanelli came the shot. Seahawks now shorthanded, look to clear, and they do as Ryan Heater collects it and sprints into the attacking end, right side. Robson will cradle it out onto the corner and wait for reinforcements, and the Seahawks are back to even strength. Pat Leary waiting left side, turning it to Celeste, and his shot is saved by McKinley. And the Bison bring it back the other way. Ferreira gets the lob pass, and then his underhanded shot goes wide. This ball will roll out of play on the far side. It will still be Bison possession, with 5:11 and counting to go in the first half. Cole Fontana holding it out at the point, bounces it over to Thomas Assel. Picked up by Tyler Newfield. Two of them way out high, out near the 35-yard line. Assel to the right. Now trying to get it to a cutter. It's deflected behind the net and scooped up in deep by Ferreira. Ferreira looking for space against Mike Mongelli. Falls down, was able to keep the cradle alive for a moment, and then turns it over. Mongelli with the great defensive effort there, getting the caused turnover and the ground ball. And now we'll have some discussion here between the officials. And Mike Mongelli will be taking a knee once again. So too is Matt O'Connell. It'll be Seahawks ball, and we're going 5-on-5 right now. Even strength with both Mongelli and O'Connell in the box. little bit of extra space for the teams to work. Robson skipping ahead, gets it to Pat Leary, and his shot is saved by McKinley. And the ground ball scooped up by Brian Davidson for the Bison. He gets it up ahead to Fontana, who's off and running into the attacking end for the clear. Santoni lobs it to the far side. Ferreira out high now as we're back to even strength. Takes it right side, throws it on the goal, and he scores. Hunter Ferreira over the top. And it's 4-1 with 3:13 to play. Souza and Pat Nally in on the faceoff. And it's won by Souza. Seahawks come away with it. Leary fires it high and wide. Sundell fakes the shot, drives in closer, and then fires it wide. Celeste looking to float it to the far side, turns it over. Long lead pass, far shot, and they score! What a great job. Nick Baldino picking off Celeste and then feeding it up the left side for another score.
Number 33, Jack Campanella.
Time out, Salve. We'll take it as well. 2:24 to go in the first. 5-1 Nichols with the lead. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field after the Jack Campanelli goal. It's 5-1 now in favor of the Bison. Seahawks have had a tough time getting quality shots in on the net. And this is going to be a violation here. Seahawks will win the faceoff. Celeste behind the net gets it out to Pat Leary. Now Joe Grimm. Robson back to Grimm. Leary. Left side to Celeste. Now Pat Leary thought about the shot. Feathers it up top to Grimm. Return to Leary. He's going to tee off an underhanded drive. That's saved by McKinley. And the ground ball scooped up for the Bison by Trevor Young. And the Bison get the clear as Ferreira carries it up the left side. And we get a timeout called here by the Bison. Eric Gobiel wants to talk it over. We'll take it as well. 1:21 to go in the first half. Bison with the ball and the lead. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Andrew Pizzelli bringing you the call here. 1:21 to go in the first half. Bison leading the Seahawks 5-1. It's been a grinded out type of first half. Seahawks, though, really struggling offensively to find some quality shots. Everything being held out way on the perimeter. Bison doing a good job of keeping the Seahawks out there and denying the interior and crossfield passes. Jack Campanelli moves it to Coates, now behind the net. Ferreira back to Coates. Coates in the corner right side. Pass out to the point, picked off by Mike Mongelli. Easily reading that one. Mongelli off to the races, gives it to Leary. Back to Celeste, short side. Turns, fires, and it's saved. And scooped up by Trevor Young. And then a penalty coming here, and then another big hit. Matt Wasp delivering a hit on Brendan Coates. And this is going to be an unfortunate turn of events. The Seahawks were going to have man up coming, and then Wasp is going to be whistled for a hit on Coates.
I just missed a whole bunch of that. There were 2 turnovers.
And we'll have to see what they decide here. Wasp is in the box. And it looks like they'll both be in for cross checks. And so the officials trying to sort this out on the field here. Wasp and Baldino both in the box. And it looks like we're going to have 5-on-5 again. Seahawks with the ball. 5-on-5 here. Fitzgerald rips it on the goal, and it's saved by McKinley. And then Fitzgerald corrals his own rebound. Final seconds of the first half, 20 left. Robson spinning up top. Looking for a shot. Down to 12 seconds. Robson behind the net. Robson, stop and start. Nowhere to go. Floats it out to the wing. Behind Pat Leary, Seahawks turn it over. And that's going to do it for the first half. Seahawks can't cash in at the end. Only one goal up on the board. 5 for the Bison. We've played 30 minutes here at Gaudet. Nichols looking in command so far. They lead 5-1 at halftime, and we will step aside here from Gaudet on Senior Day for the Seahawks. Start of the third quarter, Nichols leading 5-1 here over the Seahawks. Souza in on the draw here against U. O'Donnell. And they're going to call the violation here against the Bison. So the Seahawks win the draw. See if they can get something going here in this third quarter. Obviously, tons of time left in this game, but so far a great defensive performance on the interior of the Bison defense. Man up here, though, for the Seahawks because of a 2-minute slash called against Nick Baldino. That was the penalties that came towards the end of that half. They weren't directly signaled. Pass out to the point. Grimm with a drive, and it's saved by McKinley. Rebound fought for and scooped up by Robson. So a good job by Robson doing the dirty work to grab that ground ball. Left side, Leary. Underhand shot score! Pat Leary to start the third quarter. Gets the Seahawks within 3. As good a start as you could want for the Seahawks. Souza battling with Will Kruger here on the draw. And the Seahawks win it, and Chris Sheehan comes away with the ground ball. Pass in front for a shot that goes high and wide. That's Mike Mongelli bouncing that one on the goal. Celeste gives it up to Robson right side. Robson flicks it out to the point. Sundell fakes the drive, now works left side, plays it in front, trying to turn and shoot was Leary, and he's knocked down hard in front. And they're going to call this. Looked for a minute like they were going to call it to going the other way and give the Bison the ball. Seahawks will keep it. Here's Robson right side. And he just dropped it. And they're going to give that back. And Robson, all sorts of confusion right there. Seahawks with the ball. Robson behind the net to Celeste. Celeste, double team comes on him. Slings it out to the point, turning. Robson shooting, and he scores! Robson from Celeste. And the Seahawks with 2 quick goals are within 2. We'll try and get you a look at the replay of that one. Celeste dancing behind the net there, got it out to Robson. And the quick shot from the point has the Seahawks within 2. And Souza and Will Kruger, the freshman from Marblehead, will draw at midfield. Second home game of the week this week for Salve. D3 week here at Salve Regina, as it is for all of Division III, as Souza almost had the draw, and then instead it's scooped up by U. O'Donnell. And then O'Donnell up the right side has a shot go wide. Bison keep the ball. It's also Connections Day today for Salve Regina. A lot of teams in action. Baseball and softball both in action in doubleheaders. We'll get you those scores in a moment. Doubleheader here for Lacrosse as a short side shot is stuffed. Casey Campanale denied by Mike Sullivan, and the Seahawks will look to clear. Both lacrosse teams in action. Men's tennis in action today. Sheehan gets the clear as Robson carries up the right side. Even sailing over at Fort Adams today. Busy day for the Seahawks. Veluzzi took his eye off it, and the Seahawks turn it over. Jack Campanale carries up the right side for the clear. And now the Bison will set up shop offensively. Pass out to the point. Coates turns and fires, and that's high and wide. Possession still for Nichols. Softball swept their games against Gordon. 4-0 in 9-5 finals. Two big Commonwealth Coast Conference wins for them. Ball was scooped by Fitzgerald, but they're going to call the foul against Salve, so the Bison will keep it. Seahawk baseball. Seahawks top Western New England 10-9 in game 1. Currently tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 4th. That's a huge matchup for Salve baseball. And we're going to have a penalty on the far side after Sullivan made a save. And we'll take a look at what gets called here. Looks like it could be an elbow, and we'll get the call from the official. Looks like it could be against Dakota Jones.
Here you go, Dakota!
So it looks like it's going to be checking call. Man up here for the Bison. Shot from Fontana goes high and wide. Ferreira holding on the wing. Casey Campanale now right side. Up to Fontana. Standing at the 30-yard line. Back to Ferreira left side. Man up here for the Bison. With Dakota Jones in the box. Casey Campanale trying to feed it left side. Turns it over. Actually make that Jack Campanale turning it over. Just an unforced error on the man up. Veluzzi will walk it into the attacking end left side. Seahawks get the clear. Pat Leary plays it in front for a shot that's saved by McKinley. My goodness. That was Veluzzi getting free in front for what would have been a shorthanded shot. And now we have another delayed penalty. Looks like Celeste is getting called for something here. Looks like he's getting called for unnecessary roughness. back-to-back minutes of man up for the Bison. After the Seahawks have drawn within 2. Hunter Ferreira left side. Casey Campanelli. Mortimer back to Campanelli up top. Finds his brother on the wing left side, being forced back out to the perimeter. Ferreira thought about the drive, able to turn around Mongelli, and he has it poked into the corner. And it's going to belong to the Seahawks. Good job there by Jake Paparazzi defensively to swat that one. Robson back the other way on the clear for Salve. Ball moved behind the net, now out to the left side. On the cut, Veluzzi. Seahawks couldn't get it to him. Now Heater out at the right point. Robson finds Rich Needing behind the net. Left side, Pat Leary. Up to Dana Sundell, and his pass deflected. Leary will scoop it up, give him a ground ball. Pat Leary zips the entry, Needing trying to turn and shoot. And this is going to go out of play. Bison now will look to clear. McKinley holding, lobs it into the middle, and it comes right to Campanelli. And then is fed across the field and kept by Cian Kehoane. So the Bison do get the clear. Pass through the slot, scooped up on the near side by Hunter Ferreira, and he'll settle things down. Out to Coates, and his drive goes high and wide. Ferreira turning, finds some space and fires it wide. Flipped out to the point. Coates again, this time bounces it high. 5:53 and counting to go in the third quarter. Bison leading 5-3. Shot in front is saved. Kehoane denied by Sullivan. Sundell flips it ahead to Newfield. Seahawks get the clear. Pat Leary holding wide on the left side. Seahawks have scored the only goals here of the third quarter. Here's Robson near side. Straight away, Hayden Hume. Left side to Pat Leary. Behind the net, Needing. Zips it too high. Hume able to get a piece of it. Will he track it down? He will. Keeping the possession alive. Here's Robson. Trying to slide his way inside. Push from the side. Seahawks will keep the ball. Sundell, left side to Leary. His drive saved by McKinley. Seahawks keep possession. 4:39 to go in the third. Robson on the near side. Lobs it too high. Seahawks turn it over. Bison with the lead and possession. Clock rolling here in the third. Cohane flips it to the side and turns it over. Throws it right to Mike Mongelli, who will cradle into the attacking end. Mongelli lobbing it ahead, and it's too far for Needing to get to. Out of play.
What's going on, buddy? How we doing, big guy? Good. Julia, give me a hug.
Fontana to Ferreira on the near side. Ferreira up high.
Let's go, Kodos!
Can't get around Mongelli. Ferreira loops it behind the net. Fontana circling out to the right side, trying to spin back into the middle. His shot is feathered wide. It's going to go out of play. Seahawk bench and crowd arguing for that to be a pass. They're going to rule it a shot. And now they will confer. The officials will get together. Let's see what they rule. And they do overrule it. Seahawks with possession. This game has been a slugfest. Mongelli cradles in the attacking end for the clear. Lobs it in deep to Rich Needing. Needing now racing around in front, and his shot saved by McKinley. Rebound comes out to Robson. Robson near side. Slings it up to Grimm. Left side Leary behind the net to Rich Needing. Back to Leary. 2:24 to go. Leary fakes the pass. Now up to Joe Grimm. Right side. Sean Fitzgerald. Back to Rich Needing. On the wing left side Leary. Make this Ryan Heater, gives it up to Joe Grimm. Grimm thought about the drive. Finds Fitzgerald. He's going to fire it on the net, and the save is made by McKinley. .155 to go here in the third. McKinley slings it out to midfield. Snagged there by Hugh O'Donnell. Into a lot of traffic. The ball is knocked free. And over and back is called. Bison turn it over. Seahawks wanted to try and counter quickly. Collecting the ball here is Chris Sheehan. Racing in the attacking end, he flips it out to the wing. Robson will settle things down. Seahawks have scored the only goals here the third quarter to get within two. Here's Robson now. Underhanded shot. Save made by McKinley. And the rebound falls into the cross of Matt O'Connell. Casey Campanelli trying to turn around Heater. Gets the clear for the Bison. With 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter, excuse me. Campanelli checked by Dakota Jones. One of the Seahawks seniors who was honored here today. And Jones is going to get whistled for a foul here. He's going to get called for a push from behind. Tough call.
Ref, that's a terrible call.
With just 26 seconds left in the third quarter. And the Seahawks home crowd disagrees with that one.
Attaboy, Coda! Let's go, 2! 27, the Rapids!
So man up. Here for the final 26 seconds of the third. Campanelli moves it left side. Shot. That one may have been deflected by Paparazzi. Shot from Hunter Ferreira with 7 seconds goes wide.
Hold it!
And the Bison are going to hold it. Coates runs out towards midfield, and that'll do it. For the third quarter, the Seahawks shut out the Bison in that quarter. They get 2 goals back, but they still trail 5-3 as we make the turn for home. Nichols leading the Seahawks here through 3 quarters. Fourth quarter coming up here from Gaudet. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet. Start of the fourth quarter between Salve Regina and Nichols. The Seahawks trailing 5-3 here to the Bison. And friends of Seahawk Athletics, we'd like to invite you to participate in the Seahawk Open. This golf tournament for Salve Regina Athletics is scheduled for Monday, April 29th at Middletown's Wanamatonomi Golf and Country Club. For more information, please check out the Seahawk Open on our website under the Inside Athletics tab. Once again, the Seahawk Open scheduled for Monday, April 29th at Wanamatonomi Golf and Country Club. Go to the Seahawk Athletics website, go under Inside Athletics, that tab, and you can find out more about joining the Seahawk Open. And while you're doing that, you can also download the Seahawks free Front Row app. Never miss a Salve Regina game again. Download the free Salve Regina Front Row app to keep up with the latest on the Seahawks, live broadcast, stats, game stories, and more. It's all available to you at the tip of your fingers. The Seahawks Front Row app can be found in the Google Play and the App Store. Download your free, yes, that's Free, free copy today. Start of the fourth quarter here. Seahawks trailing 5-3. Bison with the ball. And they score right off the bat. That is Brendan Coates. Straight away from the point, and it's back to a 3-goal game.
Brendan Coates.
Just 22 seconds in. Souza and Will Kruger on the draw. And Souza pokes it forward to himself. Gives it up to Pat Leary for a shot that goes wide. Seahawks with possession. Grimm holding it out high. Now moves it behind the net to Celeste. Joe Grimm Once again at the point, feeding it into the middle, and a great job defensively there in the middle by O'Connell. Getting in the way of Robson. Bison with it once again. Ferreira brings it back the other way for Nichols. Santoni lobs it out to the perimeter to Thomas Assel. Assel now picked up by Joe Grimm defensively. Floats it in behind the net. Fontana out to the left side of the cage. Checked by Matt Wasp, forcing him out wide. Fontana now circles all the way out high, bounces it to Santoni. Challenged by Sundell. Santoni trying to back his way in. He can't do it. Santoni near side, down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Assel working against Joe Grimm. Assel to his left at the point. Fires one high and wide. Penalty coming as well. That stops the clock with 12:42 to play in the fourth. And this is going to be a penalty here against Salve. A 1 minute slash against Joe Grimm. So another man up opportunity for the Bison. Trying to reestablish a 4-goal lead. Seahawks scored the only goals in the third. Coates got one back here to start the fourth. Man up 4 a minute. Campanelli, left side, Ferreira. Fakes the shot. A little bit of a pirouette. Back to Santoni. Now Jack Campanelli. Mortimer, right side. Gets it back at the point. Casey Campanelli floats it left side to Ferreira. Side of the cage. Underhanded shot from Ferreira goes wide. Casey Campanelli flips it back to Santoni. Ferreira trying to fight his way in front. Hands off. Back to Mortimer. His underhanded shot turned away by Sullivan. Left side, Santoni. So we're back to even strength. Jack Campanelli. To Mortimer. Mortimer gonna tee up a drive, and that goes out of play. Possession still for the Bison. Back to even strength. Nichols, though, with the 6-3 lead. Shot towards the net. That one's blocked off the stick of Casey Campanelli. And they don't get a shot on the goal. Seahawks get the clear. Here comes Pat Leary. Robson on the right side. Up to Fitzgerald. Now Joe Grimm comes from the sideline, gets the ball back to Pat Leary. Make this heater. Now Joe Grimm again, straight away up top. Sails it to the far side to Ethan Robson. Robson tosses it back to Grimm. Robson drops it behind the net. Nico Zeleste dancing into the left wing corner. Floating it back behind the net. Point pass is deflected. Leary's pass read and intercepted by Brian Davidson. Bison with possession. Coates holding on the near side. 9:52 to go in the fourth. It's only a 3-goal game, but it feels higher than that. The way this game has gone. Here's Fontana. Plays it across to the left side. Little underhanded shot, score! What a feed. Fontana to Santoni.
Nichols goal scored by number 42, Connor Santoni.
$9:39 to go in the fourth quarter. Bison win the draw. It's scooped up by Ambrosino. Ambrosino then is stripped by Mike Mongelli. Mongelli quickly in front. Robson scores! Seahawks get the goal right back. Bison won that draw. And Ambrosino stripped by Mongelli. Mongelli scooped it up and then went the distance, finding Robson.
Salve Regina goal scored by number 35, Ethan Robson, assisted by number 11, Michael Mongelli.
So it's back to a 3-goal game. Seahawks with the ball. Pass behind the net. Celeste trying to fight for space, and amongst 2 men, he scores! Nico Celeste just forcing his way inside. And that makes it 7-5 with 8:38 to play. Big face-off once again at midfield. 8:38 to go. Just when it looked like the Bison were ready to pull away. And violation here against the Bison.
Goal scored by number 3, Nichols.
Seahawks with possession, a chance to get within 1. They haven't been here in a while. Celeste out to Leary left side. Sails it up high. Grimm with it there for the Seahawks. In the corner, Robson. Back to Grimm, took his eye off it. Able to scoop it and keep it alive. Grimm back to Robson, fakes the drive, underhanded shot. That one's blocked and it sails well high and out of play. Celeste slings it out high. Grimm with a drive and a save made by McKinley. Bison get the clear. Back comes Coates, and he bounces one in. That's a big swing. Seahawks with a chance to draw within one. Instead, the Bison push it back to a 3-goal differential with 7:25 to play. But maybe the scoring gates have opened a little bit here. This game has felt like a rock fight. Souza pokes the draw to himself and then bounces it wide of Pat Leary. Jack Campanelli navigating his way through midfield. Gets it across to Cohane. Bison get the clear. 8-5 with 6:48 to go now. And the Bison will probably try and run a little clock here. Campanelli slings one. Sidearm goes out of play. 40 seconds on the shot clock. Bison will keep it. Ferreira out at the point, faking the drive. And he's going to back it out against Dakota Jones. Ferreira, stutter step to his right, bounces one well in front of the goal. That will sail out of play. And the ball's dropped on the far side, picked up by Jake Paparazzi. Here comes Sheehan, up the right-hand side, tees it up, and it goes wide. .5:45 to go. And then the ball is poked free from Robson. Trevor Young now. He sends it high and out of play. Seahawks. The door's still open. They need 3 goals in 5 minutes. Can't afford any more turnovers. Grimm, left side, Larry with a shot, and he scores! Left wing side, Pat Leary. Seahawks back within 2. Seahawks have had a number of chances here in the second half. Both teams with 15 turnovers. And a lot of them unforced. Just errant passes. Souza wins the draw. Now the Seahawks will set up shop offensively. Here's Pat Leary. Back to Celeste. Out high, it's Heater. His pass deflected. Seahawks will keep it though. 2 goals for Leary and Robson, a goal apiece for Celeste and Grimm for Salve for their 6. Leary on the near side. Slings it up to Heater. Heater away to Robson. Back left side. Leary, underhand shot. Save made by McKinley. Rebound loose on the ground. Fought for and taken by Sundell. And then they call a foul. They whistle it going the other way. It's a big call with 4:21 to go. Zigzagging his way is Thomas Assel on the far side. Bison get the clear. Seahawks trying to pressure. Keogh and Tyler Newfield all the way out at midfield. Everyone back in near the goal. 3:42 in counting. Keogh gets it back to Thomas Assel. Dana Sundell checking him defensively. Assel up the right side. Fakes the turn to the inside, now gives it up into the middle. Dangerous pass. Just loose in the slot and picked up by Mike Mongelli. Mongelli cradling, sprinting into the attacking end. Mongelli gives it up. Leary trying to bounce it back out in front. Should make that Celeste, who tried to bounce it out in front. Bison with the ball and the lead. Right side, a shot that just ricochets wide from Casey Campanelli. Seahawks will get it back. Still enough time. 2:46 to go. Seahawks down 2. It's been a grind all afternoon. Can they find 2 goals in the next 2.5 minutes? Mike Mongelli trying to get it across midfield. It's deflected, but it comes to Joe Grimm. He'll walk into the attacking end. Now Pat Leary. Back to Grimm. Leary left side. Lobs to Celeste behind the net. Off to the side, left side. Back to Leary on the wing. Holding it out wide. Pat Leary with 2 goals. Sends it to Celeste. Celeste lobs it out high. Joe Grimm fires it on the net. Save is made by McKinley. Players come crashing into him, but he holds onto it. With 2 minutes to go in the game. And the Bison get the clear. Jack Campanelli lobs it to his brother Casey. Campanelli. 99 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. 40 seconds on the shot clock. Seahawks can try and wait, but they're not trying to shoot. Seahawks are going to have to try and pressure and get a turnover here. Veluzzi. Pass in front and they score! The pass from Brian Davidson found Brett Schaffer in front, and that could put it away for the Bison. With 1:17 to go in the game, it's back to a 3-goal differential. This has been a hard-fought battle here today between these two teams. Bison got out to a 5-1 lead. The Seahawks have battled here in the second half. They had chances to draw even. Souza wins the draw. Gives it up into the corner to Celeste. If you can score quick and win some draws, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but you're going to have to work fast. Final minute, fourth quarter. Sundell trying to pass it into the corner, and it's turned over. Sundell turns it over to Nick Baldino. And the Bison now just trying to play keep away. Sundell pressuring on the far side. Kehoe, though. And a penalty coming here against Paparazzi. But it's going to be a delayed call. 15 seconds to go. The Bison took the lead. They were able to hang on when the Seahawks made their move. This game was hard fought. A battle. And the Bison are going to come in to Gaudet on Senior Day and spoil it for the Seahawks. They rush onto the field to celebrate with their netminder, Brian McKinley, who had himself an afternoon. Nichols tops Salve Regina, 21 saves for Brian McKinley in the game. He's a massive reason why the Bison are walking home victorious here this afternoon. And they improve to 6-4 on the season, 2-2 in conference play. They snap the Seahawks' 4-game winning streak, send them to 5-3 overall in the year, and hand them their first Commonwealth Coast Conference loss of the year. The Seahawks are now 2-1 in that department. Next up for the Seahawks, they are slated to play UMass Dartmouth at home on Monday at 4 p.m. Not sure if that game will get played or not because of the weather. It's supposed to be on Lawrence Field out at the campus of Salve Regina University. Keep your eyes peeled to the Seahawk Athletics website for updates on that game. I'd like to thank our entire staff and production crew. Your cameraman today has been Dan Nastasi, Angelo Domina helping to provide live stats, and Jenna Hodgkinson taking some pictures of the action here today that will be available on the website later on tonight. I'd like to thank you all for joining and listening with us here today. Once again, your final: Nichols defeats Salve Regina 9-6 here on Senior Day for the Seahawks. I am Andy Pizzelli. Hope you enjoyed this one, folks. Have a good night.